Okay.
In this video, we're going to go over some basic number punches, the numbers that go with each punch, and how to punch them and turn them over and use them technically. So, some boxing coaches, I've dealt with a lot of boxing coaches and trained with a lot of boxing coaches, and for the most part, this seems like a very common number system. There has been a couple other boxing coaches that I've trained with that use a little different number system, but it's very uncommon that I've seen through my training that this number system is not the same through a lot of the boxing coaches. So your basic fighting stance. Now right now I'm using an orthodox stance. If your right leg's forward, it's a southpaw stance. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people are right-handed, use orthodox. Some people are left-handed, use orthodox. It doesn't matter. It's what you feel comfortable. And you're always going to have one side that may feel more dominant than the other. You might feel more, stronger punching with your right hand in the back, but you feel like it's a better jab, and this is weaker back here. But if one side's weaker or not, you're going to have to just work on your skills to sharpen it and make it better and make it tighter. So the first basic punch in our basic fighting stance is a 1. Number 1 is a jab. When you're throwing your jab, your lead hand is your jab. It's going to come out, it's going to rotate. Your shoulder's going to rotate up. So in this different angle here, you're going to see it comes out. My other hand stays up tight. I'm looking down my shoulder, down my arm, and the tip of my knuckles down here is like the sight of looking down a gun. I'm looking down the scope, into the barrel, and down to the sight at the end of the gun. So I'm basically here, lead hand, 1, it comes out. That's your basic 1. The back hand is number 2, which is a cross. That comes out, I'm going to rotate my body, drop my knee down, my back heel's up. I'm looking down my arm, again, the same way. Always keep your eye on the target. If your head turns, your body will follow your head. So if I punch my cross, my head rotates, my cross is going to go off to the side. Same thing with my jab. If I turn my head, I throw my jab, it's going to turn. So you're always going to keep your eye on your target, on your opponent. So if I'm throwing my jab, my 1, it's going to come straight out, I'm looking straight down. My 2, straight out, straight down. Next punch we're going to go on is a 3. 3 is a lead hook. When you throw a lead hook, your back heel's up, it's going to drop down, you're going to rotate it. And your left heel, lead heel's going to come up. Your hook's going to come out like this. I'm still looking at my target. Again, if my head turns, my hand's going to pull with my head. Just want to keep my head on my target. Do not turn your head away from your target. So I'm here, I'm throwing my hook. As I rotate, my elbow comes up. My thumb is on top. My other hand's here. I'm looking at my target, and I'm still bending my knees to have good base. Okay? So you got a 1, 2, 3. All right? Next punch is a 4. 4 is your rear uppercut. When you do your rear uppercut, a lot of times the uppercuts, people use their arms to just punch with. Arms by themselves are weak. We want to use our body to create the power. So with our rear uppercut, we want to make sure we use our legs to create the power. And when you're doing uppercuts, you're going to make like an infinity sign. Your body's going to rotate like an infinity sign. So on the 4, I'm throwing my 3 here. I'm going to dip down my legs. I'm going to rotate my body and throw my 4 up to the center. All right? So it's 3, 4. The next punch is a 5. All I do is on top again, it's infinity sign. I'm going to drop down the other side and go into my 5. So if we go back to the 3 and the 4, it goes 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we put the 1 through 5 together. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last punch we're going to cover today is the 6. 6 is a rear hook. It comes like this. My back heel's going to turn out. I'm going to drop my knees a little bit and turn. Still keep my eyes on my target and my thumb on top. That's my lead hook, or rear hook, sorry. My rear hook. So we do a number 1 through 6, and we'll look like this. Knees bent, back heels up, elbows in, hands up, chin tuck, or chin tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very basic combination. Another angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your very basic punches for upper body, for going to the head. Now when we go to the lower body, we always want to drop our legs. We always want to bend our legs when we're going to the body. If we're going to the head, we're going to stay up here, of course. But anytime we go to the body, we're going to drop our legs. A lot of times what people do is they'll punch down. It leaves them wide open. So we want to level drop to be able to hit the body. So we're going to cover the next couple punches. And the basic first punch for the body is a 7. So when you do a 7, it's a straight jab to the body. 7, 8's across to the body, so it's 7's the jab, 8's across, 9 is a lead hook to the body, 10 is a rear hook to the body. So when you're adding the body shots, you want to level drop, and you want to be able to rotate your body with your legs turning the same way as you do with your upper body. Nothing changes, all thing you're doing is level dropping. So we're going to go through 1 through 10 to show you what it looks like in a flow, and then we'll go from there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's your basic 1 through 10 punch numbers that go with each punch. Each one of those, you've got to work on it through your shadow boxing individually. Work on 1 jab, 2 jabs, 3 jabs. Work on your crossing by themselves, because you want to work on individual punches along with combinations. Next video is we're going to go over some combinations and put those punches together to give you something to work with. Until next time, we'll see you then.